Hi everyone, just a quick video because people are commenting about this picture and if it's AI, and I can see why, or AI or Photoshop. I'm not getting a Photoshop vibe here, even though Harry's head looks huge and her hand looks strange. And I'll tell you why. I do think there was some Photoshopping of the background to make it look a bit warped. But the perspectives are different. Like you can see the top of Harry's feet there, so that would mean the camera's sort of at an angle looking down. Yeah, you can kind of see the top of Meghan's foot there, just at the bottom. So I guess this is pretty much the same angle. The camera seems like above a bit there, and I think they did some warping of the background a little bit. But even though her hand looks strange there, now talk about Kim Kardashian's hand. I mean, Meghan Markle's thumb is like the biggest thumb I've ever seen in my life. But besides that, now what's going on here, I think, is what people are saying is strange, is that Kim Kardashian's wearing like a top that's cut off of the sides, so you see her hip. So this line on the right that looks like a very long, index finger is actually her waist there. It looks like she's holding down the front of her top. And I'll show you that in a second. And she's got very long white fingernails on as well. And with the lighting of the flash of the camera, made a very dark shadow there. So her fingers look very kind of bizarre there. But if you look at her other pictures throughout the night, she was doing that. Oh, and who else? Look who else was there. I just realized when I went to Kris Kardashian's page. Sliding under the radar there. Harry and Meghan's pal, mass murderer. His buddy there. He was there too, slithering around. So, you see here's another picture with Kim Kardashian and her sisters. And you see again, she's got her hand in front of her belly button area, right? So throughout the night, she was sort of covering that area. You can see the way her fingers are. She has her fingers loose there. It seems to be how she poses with that dress. There's Tyler Perry. We just passed. I just went through past very quickly there. So Tyler Perry didn't pose with Meghan. Neither did Mariah Carey. Apparently didn't like Meghan either. Now, in this picture, the next picture is a side view of Kim Kardashian. And this is where you can see the dress again is cut off on the sides, and you see her fingernails there. She's wearing very long white fingernails. So I think that explains why her fingers looked so bizarre in the picture here. She's wearing that crop top, and the very long white fingernails makes it look like her fingers are bending this way or that. But I think those are her fingernails, and perhaps she has like a ring on her finger there in the shading. So even though it looks, it's a bizarre kind of picture, I don't. To me, it does not look photoshopped. It looks like the lighting was very bright, and it looks like it looks like an actual picture to me. Just that the background, again, I think was warped a little bit. That's what I think. So there was some photoshopping, but I don't think Meghan went so far as to Photoshop herself with Kim Kardashian. I don't think Meghan would dare to go that far with it in doing that. She would just be embarrassing herself. And Kim Kardashian came out and said, that's a Photoshop. And also another Photoshopping I've noticed going on is around Meghan's face. It is blurry on the sides of her face, but I think that's because they were trying to blur out all the lines on Meghan's face. She has a lot of lines. I mean, Harry had a big head throughout the evening. I don't think wearing black velvet is flattering on him as his brother. Not a good choice for his big fat head. Here's yet another picture with Kim Kardashian posing with Bezos and his wife, Laura Sanchez. And you see she's doing the same thing with her hands. in front of her waist, and here you can see she's wearing a ring. It's a bit clear, still very dark shadows underneath, but you can tell that this is basically the same hand position she had with Megalodon's picture. It's a little clearer in this one. So yeah, but it's at a slightly different angle here. Here you can see her waist more on this side, whereas with the Meghan picture, she had her arm covering her waist. So it does look like that really is how her hand looked. Because if you look at it from a distance, I mean, you can see that's how her hand looked. With Megalodon, just the lighting wasn't as good. So when you put the pictures side by side, you can see how she's doing a very similar pose, but not exactly the same. And again, the hands, it just looks a bit, because it looks blurrier for sure. Probably because there was photoshopping done for sure with Meghan's face, lines on her face and everything else. But and the hand just looks clearer with the Bezoses. It's a more clearer picture versus the one with Meghan here. It's like a blurrier picture. Oops. Where'd it go? Oops. This one. Here we go. You can see it's basically she's doing the same things or very similar things with her hands. The way she puts it down, it's just that it's more shaded, the one with Megalodon. But it's basically the same way she puts her fingers. She puts her fingers the same way when she poses. I guess it's because of all the photoshopping they did to Meghan's face and whatnot that it came out looking kind of warped like this, because they saved it again and it was like not the same pixelation or clarity. Or someone took a snapshot of a picture, like a screenshot, and it's not as good quality. So it is possible that Meghan was able to get a less pixelated, poor quality snapshot of the picture she had with her, but it doesn't look as good a quality. Now the picture on the left is from Kim Kardashian's Instagram. So Kim Kardashian uploaded high quality resolution versus the picture with Megalodon is a lower quality resolution. So it looks like snapshot or a picture of a picture type of thing. So again, Kim Kardashian covered her waist, and with the long fingernails, with the poor quality resolution and the ring on her finger, it could look, as if there were some photoshopping or AI. She may have been feeling self-conscious about her stomach hanging out, or, because she does have a little bit of a bulge there. So she probably, knowing how self-conscious she is with her pictures, that wouldn't surprise me. That's why. Now, I read on Twitter that Kim Kardashian had posted those pictures of her with Megalodon, but then she quickly took them down. I assume that's where people got them from. Now, Meghan is posing with Kris Kardashian in some pictures, and it says here that Kris Kardashian is 5'6". It says. So they're saying their heights are, the mother is 5'6", Kendall 5'11", Kylie 5'6", Kim 5'2", Kourtney 5'0", and Kris question mark and Khloe 5'10". So we're supposed to believe Kris Jenner is 5'6". Now this is interesting because there's a picture of all of them together, and you can clearly see that mother and Kim Kardashian to her left are about the same height. And Chloe, the one in black, is supposed to be 5'0". So you can see related. Now they're probably all wearing very high heels that evening, but still in relation to each other, they should be about the same. So you see there's a couple of inches between Chloe and Kim, who are 5'0" and 5'2". Now the mother is supposed to be 5'6". I don't think I believe in that, unless she's wearing flats and Kim is wearing 4-inch heels with her sister. I can't tell because you can't see their shoes at all. She's wearing, I do see a platform type of shoe there. So I do think she's wearing platforms under there. So that may be raising her 3 or 4 inches there. And her sister, they're all wearing dresses to the ground. So it's really hard to tell. But I think that she's wearing platform shoes, as is probably the mother as well. So it's possible, or maybe not the mother. I would think that Kim is wearing platforms, which is raising her up to her mother's, nearly her mother's height. Her mother, so her mother may be 5'6", so that may work. Mother's wearing probably smaller heels, and I would say Chloe and Kim are wearing platforms. But still, Kim is shorter than her mother, slightly shorter in this picture. So even with platforms on, you can see the head height here, that her mother is still taller than her. And you don't get that with the picture with Megalodon and Kim Kardashian. With Megalodon and Kim Kardashian, you can see that Meghan is shorter than Kim Kardashian. Or, yeah, so it looks a little shorter there, maybe exactly the same height, which is different than Kim with her mother. I can pull this over here. So the mother is still taller, whereas Meghan is not taller. It's like the same. So if they're about the same height here, Kim and Meghan, then maybe Meghan's 5'4". Because if the mother, Chris, is 5'6", and she's taller than Kim, and if Meghan were 5'6", she would be taller, but she's not. She's like the same height. Because Kim is leaning in towards her and with her shoulder there, and Meghan is like standing up straight. So I would say possibly Meghan, instead of 5'2", is 5'4". She's definitely not 5'6", because then she'd be the mother's height. She would be taller noticeably. And you can see in these other pictures, Meghan looks shorter than the 5'6" Kris Kardashian. Significantly, Meghan's going to lift up her hand, touch her shoulder. So, and standing next to each other, Kris looks a bit taller than Meghan, and they're supposed to be the same height. So actually, it was the Daily Mail that wrote this article announcing in the Daily Mail that Kim Kardashian deletes photos with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. So this was announced in the Daily Mail. Oh my goodness. I mean, so ridiculous. But again, now Kim is wearing platforms. So Meghan could be wearing platforms too. I don't know. Did anybody see her shoes? Possible. But yeah, I still think that Meghan is shorter than she claims. I would go with now about 5'4". No, actually, we do have a picture from Daily Mail of Meghan and her shoes. So Meghan is not wearing platforms. She's, of course, wearing heels, and her toes are all over the place, but she's not wearing platforms. Yeah, so if Kim Kardashian's 5'2", then, which is what's the official statement is, that she's 5'2", and a platform is probably at most 2 inches, going to give her 2 inches of height. That would, and she's the same height as Meghan in the pictures, then I would say Meghan's 5'4". Man, they look so possessed. They're not the eyes. They're possessed. Their possessions are showing how possessed they are. Or it's Photoshop to look all blurry like that. It's very bizarre pictures that they put up. That's Beyonce and her sister. And I don't know who she's dancing with. But yeah, there you have it. So, here's the... so apparently Kim Kardashian... It's the post from Kim Kardashian. She did post on her Instagram this picture of her megalodon. So that's from Kim Kardashian. So that proves it's not AI. But apparently the comments were so brutal that she took it down. Allegedly. So there you have it. So I'm taking that this is a real picture. All the pictures are photoshopped. I can show you more pictures of Meghan with the lines on her face. Every single picture at this party, Meghan's face is softened. I mean, you can kind of see the lines here on her cheeks. I mean, she's got the Ozempic face going. So she's got major lines in her face when she smiles. But with the picture with Kim Kardashian, it took the lines out. You know, you can't really see them so much. They blurred it out. Every single picture you see, they blurred out the lines on her face. As the Kardashians are very generous with the touch-ups. The one good thing about getting photos with them, they'll touch you up just like they touch themselves up. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.